Sagittarius has a great sense of humor. They are a riot of a social gatherings, keeping friends and strangers laughing. Whether it's a well-timed joke or a rehearsed routine, anytime their inner comedian comes out, it's hilarious fun. The Sagittarius zodiac sign always has a glass that's half full, with nothing keeping them down. Even on the darkest days, there's light, and they won't let the negativity of the world ruin the adventurous spirit. Believing the best is always on the way is one of their best qualities. They're not afraid to aim high, and they're just crazy enough to believe that they can make all of their dreams come true if they just chase them hard enough. Sagittarius are generous of spirit. Their door is always open to those who need help. Whether it's advice, money, or anything in between, they give what they can freely. Though Sagittarians need to be careful not to overextend themselves, they won't shy away from lending a helping hand. Whether it's the middle of the day or 3 a.m. at night, you can always count on Sagittarius to be there for you when you need them most. They're extremely loyal to those that they are closest to, and will do just about anything to help a loved one out. Sagittarius is careful about who they give their heart to and takes time to commit. Sagittarius is not the type of person to settle down with the first person that shows interest in them, and they won't enter into a relationship unless they really feel that the person is worth it. They are cautious about commitment and can get scared off when people come on too hard too fast. Sagittarius are family-oriented, especially Sagittarius women. Their heart is with their family. Nothing in the world means more to them. This is why they are careful of who they allow in their heart and life. Sagittarius is adventurous and loves to experience new things. Sagittarius isn't too fond of sitting around doing the same thing every day, and they hate the idea of falling into some dull and boring routine. Their adventurous side sees them constantly looking to try new things. And they have a real thirst for life that makes others feel more alive just being around them. Moving around has never intimidated a Sagittarius. In fact, being a mutable sign means change is exciting for them, and so are new places. They search for adventure in everyday life to keep monotony at bay. Sagittarius tries to avoid petty drama and instead focuses on what's important to them. Sagittarius tries not to get too caught up in petty drama and meaningless gossip. They prefer to focus on the things that are most important, including their friends, family, and chasing their dreams. But when there is conflict between them and their loved one, is to avoid it. And their way to avoid it is to say yes to everything, as it is easy for them. But it also affects them in the long run. Sagittarius isn't afraid to take risks in life. Sagittarius knows that to win big in life, you've got to be willing to take a few calculated risks along the way. Some may call them reckless, but it's often this willingness to go all in, when it counts the most, that helps them to achieve big things in life. And besides, the way they see it, what's the fun in life without a bit of surprise? But it also stems from their unserious nature. Sagittarius don't like to taking things seriously. And they also like the thrill of the unknown. Sagittarius are creative and extremely curious. Traits and characteristics of creativity and constant curiosity are common in Sagittarius, and their inquisitive minds make them great musicians, writers, philosophers, and anything that involves the arts. They're naturally curious about practically everything and are constantly learning and soaking up informative everywhere they go. Sagittarius wants to know everything about everything. Constantly wondering, their thirst for knowledge motivates them to find answers to everyday mysteries, big and small. Sagittarius loves to prove people wrong. Sagittarius is the type of person that if you tell them they can't do something, they will work twice as hard to make it happen just so they can prove you wrong. The ambitious traits of the Sagittarius make them unable to resist a challenge, and their competitive side tends to come out whenever people underestimate their abilities. They just love to make people eat their words. Sagittarius seeks out freedom and is extremely hard to pin down. Sagittarius is a freedom seeker by nature. They're extremely hard to control and they don't like to be pinned down or held back by others. If you try to box them in, their first instincts will be to run away. Their need for constant change makes Sagittarius flighty and erratic, leaving a bit to be desired in the commitment category. If they redirect some energy onto important tasks and relationships, there will be plenty of time to explore. Sagittarius can become ruthless when they feel they have been wronged. For the most part, Sagittarius is pretty chilled and laid back, but make no mistake, if you wrong them they will make you regret it. Sagittarius is far from a pushover and they're not afraid to stand up for themselves when others try to play them for a fool. And also Sagittarius have an incredible ability to cut off people who abuses them, or who do them wrong. They won't engage in revenge plans, but they will cut you off their life for good and completely forget you. Sagittarius is hard to fool and is always thinking 10 steps ahead. Sagittarius is extremely clever and it would be a mistake to underestimate their intelligence and ability to think ahead. They've always got a plan B up their sleeve, and then a plan C, D, E, and F. They meticulously plan everything to the very last detail, and also consider every possible outcome, which is why they plan various strategies. Sagittarius are blessed with immense observational powers. A Sagittarius can read you like a book. They are blessed with a unique quality of knowing people in bits and pieces only minutes after meeting them. Their immense observational skills make them look into details which easily everyone must have missed. A Sagittarian can be a detective as their intuition can never go wrong. Sagittarius is candid and honest. Sagittarius is one of the most direct and straightforward personalities in all of the zodiac. Some may find them a bit too blunt at times, but friends often find their honesty to be a breath of fresh air. They will tell it to you straight and won't try to sugarcoat every little things, which is what makes them a great person to go to when you want nothing but the straight-up truth. While not intentional, sometimes their honesty is off-putting. They must try to curb this tendency by putting themselves in the other person's shoes, remembering that their intensity isn't always perceived by others as kindness. Sagittarius can be restless and impatient. Sagittarius wants everything yesterday and is always looking around the next corner in life, ready to chase the next big thing. When things aren't moving at the pace that Sagittarius likes to live their life, they can wind up getting frustrated and grumpy as a result. Sagittarius want what they want, and they want it now. Their impatience can get in the way of many things. This sign needs to learn how to wait. It may be hard sometimes, but the journey is better than the destination. Sagittarius can't stand selfish people or sore losers. Sagittarius can't stand people that constantly take and never give, and they have a real pet peeve for people that can't lose graciously. Sagittarius would rather be alone than around self-centered assholes. Such zodiac sign people can't take selfish people. They just like being honest and coming straight to the point and saying what's the truth. Sagittarius is witty and has a wicked sense of humor. Sagittarius has a natural talent for seeing the ridiculous and humorous side to life. Through a combination of observational humor and ruthless sarcasm, they often have their friends and those around them in absolute hysterics. People under this zodiac sign love to make people laugh by their funny and relatable stories. They have a good sense of humor and narrates the best stories at the party and make you laugh till your stomach aches. Sagittarius is independent and hates being told how to live. There's few things that a Sagittarius hates more than pointless rules being enforced upon them by people that know right to do so. If you try to control their every move or interrogate them about every little thing, then they'll distance themselves fast. Sagittarius simply despise silly rules forced upon them by the spirits who don't have any privilege on them. So absolutely never attempt to control their life or question them about everything they might do, as they will it doesn't mind to remove themselves as quickly as possible.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on.
Sagittarius is allergic to BS. Since honesty is such a big trait of the Sagittarius, it's also something that look for in others. And if you're lying, they can almost always tell. They have an almost sixth sense for detecting when someone is feeding them BS, and if you're fake with them, they'll have no time for you. Sagittarius' blunt honesty, directness, and a low tolerance for dishonesty and disloyalty often leads them to disengage from situations or people they perceive as fake or manipulative. Sagittarius is spontaneous, just plain fun to be around. Sagittarius has a playful side that's spontaneous and always up for a bit of fun. Their enthusiasm for life can be contagious, and people just seem to have a better time when Sagittarius is around. They have a keen desire to go on adventurous trips. They don't like living a monotonous or boring life. They just want to experience other things.